Let's be real for a moment. College assignments can feel like a relentless tidal wave. You've got a history essay due Tuesday, a biology lab report for Thursday, and a group presentation on Friday. Each one demands hours of focus, research, and writing. Juggling all of this with classes, a social life, and maybe even a part-time job feels like an impossible balancing act. The pressure mounts, the deadlines loom, and suddenly you're pulling an all-nighter fueled by lukewarm coffee and sheer desperation. It's a familiar story, but it doesn't have to be your only story. This constant struggle against the clock is exhausting and often leads to burnout. The good news? We're living in an incredible time. Technology is evolving at a lightning pace, and that means you have access to tools your professors never dreamed of. These aren't shortcuts to avoid doing the work. They are powerful levers to help you do the work faster and more efficiently. Think of them as your personal pit crew in the race to graduation. They handle the tedious tasks, freeing you up to focus on the big picture thinking, the creative insights, and the actual learning that college is all about. Imagine slashing your research time in half. Picture yourself crafting perfectly worded sentences without agonizing over phrasing for 20 minutes. What if you could build a stunning presentation in the time it takes to watch a single YouTube video? This isn't science fiction. It's the reality of working with artificial intelligence. By integrating a few smart free AI tools into your study routine, you can reclaim countless hours. This means more time for reviewing your notes, hanging out with friends, getting enough sleep, or even just taking a moment to breathe. The goal here isn't to get by with less effort. It's to achieve better results without the unnecessary stress. In this guide, we're going to break down 5 game-changing AI tools that are completely free to use. These are my personal picks for students who want to get ahead. The first bottleneck for any assignment is usually research. You type a query into a standard search engine and get hit with a wall of blue links, ads, and questionable sources. It's on you to click through each one, figure out what's credible, and piece together the information you need. This process can take hours. Perplexity AI completely changes this dynamic. Think of it as a conversational search engine. Instead of just giving you links, it reads the top sources for you and provides a direct summarized answer to your question. What makes Perplexity AI so powerful for students is that it cites its sources directly within the answer. Below its summary, you'll find numbered links to the exact articles, academic papers, and websites it used to generate the information. This is a massive time saver and a huge boost for academic integrity. You can instantly check the credibility of the sources and dive deeper into any one of them for more detail. Let's walk through a practical example. Say you have to write a paper on the psychological effects of social media on adolescents. Instead of just Googling it, you ask Perplexity, what are the primary documented psychological effects of social media use on teenagers? It will give you a clear paragraph-style answer summarizing key findings such as increased anxiety, depression, poor body image, and fear of missing out, or FOMO. Crucially, it will have little numbers next to each claim, linking directly to the studies or reputable articles that support it. You can immediately see the sources and decide which ones are most relevant for your bibliography. This tool is your starting block for any research-based project. It transforms the daunting task of research into a streamlined and efficient process, letting you get to the actual writing much sooner. Once your research is done, the writing begins. This is where many students hit another wall, the blank page. You know what you want to say, but finding the right words can be a struggle. You might write a sentence that sounds clunky or repetitive, and you spend precious time trying to rephrase it. This is where QuillBot comes in as your personal writing partner. At its core, QuillBot is an advanced paraphrasing tool. It helps you rewrite sentences, paragraphs, or even entire documents in different ways without losing the original meaning. It's an incredible tool for improving clarity, varying your vocabulary, and ensuring your writing flows smoothly. The real magic of QuillBot lies in its different modes. You can choose from standard, fluency, formal, simple, and more to tailor the rewritten text to your specific needs. Need to sound more academic for a formal essay? Switch to formal mode. Want to simplify a complex idea so it's easier to understand? Simple mode is your best friend. This flexibility makes it far more than a simple thesaurus. It's perfect for those moments when a sentence just doesn't feel right, but you can't quite put your finger on why. QuillBot gives you instant alternatives to consider. Here's a clear example of how to use it. Imagine you've written this sentence for your sociology paper. People who use social media a lot often feel bad about their own lives because they see other people posting perfect pictures. It's a bit informal and clunky. You can paste this into QuillBot and select formal mode. It might suggest something like, frequent engagement with social media can lead to diminished self-esteem, as individuals are constantly exposed to curated, idealized representations of others' lives. This version is more polished, academic, and precise, instantly elevating the quality of your writing. Presentations are a staple of college life, but let's be honest, creating them can be a total drag. Fiddling with slide layouts, font sizes, and color schemes in traditional software like PowerPoint or Google Slides can eat up hours of your precious time. Time you could be spending on actually practicing your delivery. Gamma AI is a revolutionary tool that turns this entire process on its head. It uses AI to generate beautiful, engaging, and fully formatted presentations from a simple text prompt. You provide the topic and the key points, and Gamma does the heavy lifting of design and layout for you. What makes Gamma so amazing for students is its speed and focus on content over formatting. Instead of starting with a blank slide, you start with your ideas. You can type a prompt like, create a presentation on the key stages of cellular respiration, and Gamma will generate an entire deck with titles, text, and even relevant images and diagrams. Each slide is designed like a modern web page, clean, visually appealing, and easy to read. Let's say you have a group project on the rise of the Roman Empire and you're in charge of the presentation. Your deadline is tomorrow. Instead of panicking, you open Gamma. You and your group members write a simple outline in a text document. Title: Introduction, the Roman Republic, the Punic Wars, Julius Caesar, the Augustan Age, and conclusion. You paste this outline into Gamma, and with a single click, it designs an entire presentation. It creates separate, well-designed cards for each topic, pulls in images of aqueducts and gladiators, and arranges everything into a cohesive, scrollable, web-based presentation. All you need to do is review the content and add your own insights. Gamma is your secret weapon for creating high-quality presentations without the design headache. It's perfect for last-minute assignments, but is powerful enough for your most important projects. The final product is interactive and can be shared with a simple link, which is far more modern than a clunky PowerPoint file. By automating the design process, Gamma allows you to dedicate your energy to what truly matters: the quality of your research and the confidence of your delivery. It ensures your ideas are presented with the visual polish they deserve, helping you impress your professor and classmates. You've done the research, written the content, and are nearing the finish line. But the final steps, editing and citations, can be tedious and are often where students lose easy marks. This is where our final power duo comes in: Grammarly and Zotero Bib. Grammarly is like a super-powered proofreader that goes far beyond the basic spell checker built into your word processor. It catches not only spelling mistakes, but also grammatical errors, punctuation issues, awkward phrasing, and even checks for tone and clarity. The free version alone is incredibly robust and will help you catch mistakes that are easy to miss after you've read your own paper 10 times over. Grammarly's strength is its ability to act as a second pair of eyes on your work. It highlights potential issues and offers clear suggestions for how to fix them, often explaining the grammatical rule behind the correction. This helps you learn and improve your writing skills over time. Submitting a clean, polished paper shows a level of care and professionalism that professors always appreciate. While Grammarly polishes your prose, Zotero Bib handles the single most dreaded part of any academic paper: the bibliography. Creating a properly formatted works cited page is a nightmare of confusing rules for MLA, APA, Chicago, and other styles. Zotero Bib is a free, web-based tool that makes this process incredibly simple. You just paste in the URL of an article, the ISBN of a book, or the title of a journal paper, and it automatically pulls all the required information and formats the citation for you perfectly. You can build your bibliography as you research, and when you're done, you can export the whole thing with one click. For example, after finding a great article on Perplexity, you copy its URL and paste it into Zotero Bib. Instantly, it generates a perfectly formatted APA 7th edition citation. You do this for all 10 of your sources. When your essay is finished, you just click Copy to Clipboard and paste a flawless bibliography at the end of your document. No more stressing about whether the author's name or the year comes first. Together, Grammarly and Zotero Bib are the ultimate finishing tools. They handle the final, detail-oriented tasks with precision and speed, ensuring your hard work is presented in the best possible light. So go ahead, try these tools and transform your college workflow from a stressful grind into a smart, efficient, and successful system. It's time to stop grinding and start working smarter, not harder. Your GPA and your well-being will thank you.